We're going to take a closer look at this, and I'm going to give you my 2 cents. This revelation has been erupting in the last several weeks. Here's the headline from courts.com. Facebook on Russian ads. Our platform doesn't influence people. People influence people. So this is Mr. Zuckerberg. I think he really does look like that character from Star Trek. He does seem to represent the Borg. So I'm going to give you some opening statements. Then we'll take a look at the article. Then we'll take a look at the retort from Russia Today, coming to the aid of Russian intelligence services. There's a lot of people out there that don't trust Facebook. They don't trust this face. They don't trust this face looking at you now, Mr. Zuckerberg. So I'm sure that this is probably a complicated time for those that traditionally have hated this person, but have also stood up for Russia. People that have also been influenced by the propaganda that I, and only I, going back several years, I told you that Facebook was somehow playing a huge role in promoting all different types of fake news and information. They aren't fighting it. If anything, they're fighting the real alternative media, the real alternative to the mainstream media. So we've seen some people have actually been observant enough to see Facebook itself at the core of the disinformation. Now, what is the disinformation and what is its goal? What is the truth? What is the spin? Race war propaganda is the agenda. That's what Facebook is good at promoting. But Facebook, when you Google it and topics like that, the media itself will re-report falsehoods and just statements from Zuckerberg about using AI to take action against fake news. So there is no real accountability on the part of Facebook for disinformation. The problem is people aren't discussing the disinformation. They have steered it to other arguments about the election. You know, they're talking about $100,000 in ads. I'm talking about something deeper than that. That still hasn't even been officially admitted. That today's top, whatever, conspiracy, alternative media folks, they're not talking about it. They're not talking about the fake news of fake invasions by Muslims in certain parts of the U.S. that has literally been the bread and butter of the white supremacists. The bread and butter, using Facebook as a platform. I saw fake profiles in the David Icke page. When a fake profile would be posting that type of propaganda, their post would be at the top of the feed. So what I'm saying to you now is not something super complicated for you to understand now that we've been using the word algorithm, 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 you know? If I got to say it like a little robot voice for you to algorithm, algorithm, right? So imagine a algorithm. Muslim coming to rape you, algorithm. That's in the title. Posted by fake bot, algorithm, fake bot with said headline, or anyone else that may repost that fake news website, whether it be based in the US or based somewhere else. And I've said in multiple videos, it's more likely that US and Russian intelligence services may be working together when it comes to internet disinformation. We've seen evidence that it's coming from Russia. We've seen admissions during the Obama administration, Cass Sunstein, infiltrate conspiracy theories or infiltrate the internet with fake theories to provide confusion. Of course, that was already going on before he made that statement, but it certainly escalated. So let's read this from courts.com. When fake news found a massive audience on Facebook during the run-up to the 2016 election, it was aided by Facebook's algorithms. that surface stories on topics users are interested in. When a Russian group with ties to the Kremlin used Facebook to launch an ad campaign aimed at influencing American voters, it wasn't subverting the functionality of Facebook's ad system, but using it as intended. When ProPublica discovered that advertisers on the platform could target people who identify as Jew haters, it wasn't unearthing a bug, but confirmed the cold precision of a well-working future. Now I'm going to pause. Everybody's going to be seeing something different based on who their friends are. But Facebook is still overall influencing what you see on your Facebook feeds. And that's something that a lot of people just simply do not understand. They're putting a lot of focus in these exposés on Facebook on the hating of Jews. I'm not seeing the mainstream media yet call out the disinformation that I have specifically called out. And if you're a new viewer to this channel, not only don't forget to hit subscribe because you're not going to find another channel like this. Go back and see what I was saying 1 year ago. Go back and see what I was saying 2 years ago. And then see who else in the independent media was warning you. It's just something for you to do after you watch this. This is not a new topic. In fact, I'm tired of covering it. I'm blue in the face. But I have to come back and cover this. Because I can be doing a video 2 years ago and elements of the audience could be like, Alex, no, Facebook wouldn't do that. Or, oh, come on, Alex, the Muslims really are raping. I mean, look at my butt right here. It hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts, man. It hurts. And all different types of strange emails that come in the dark of the night that some of the lighter conscious viewers just don't know that is a part of the backlash. So people don't want people thinking beyond the Facebook propaganda or seeing Facebook for what it is. Look into those eyes. Are those eyes you can trust? Are those the eyes of someone that is oh, well, he's pro-immigrant. Oh, he's so loving. He really comes across as genuine when he comes out on stage with his little headset and talks about, AI to fight extremism and Facebook being a safe space. You know what? If I wasn't on Facebook, I wouldn't be exposed to so much race baiting and propaganda. To this day, Facebook is still promoting disinformation. Now, they aren't doing it as much as they were in 2015 or 2016. And I can obviously note, again, as I said a moment ago, we see different things on our feed. Me being someone that's looked at a lot of contrarian information, I was noting in my own mind about 3-4 years ago that anyone marked as a conspiracy theorist, right, was going to be custom targeted with specific information for the new conspiracy theorist crowd. As we transition from the days of 9/11 truth and talking about, this plot to destabilize the Middle East, turn America into a police state all over the fears of 9/11 or the official story of 9/11, to literally see Alex Jones, who was a main player in getting people to question that particular narrative, to then do the bait and the switch, which we've seen as he goes from warning of 9/11 truth to doing caricatures of Muslims allegedly interested in rape. I rape you, white woman, and I'm Alex Jones, and I'm here to do a caricature of an immigrant that just got off the boat, and literally play his role as, right? Why is Donald Trump the one getting the focus of the modern Hitler? We literally have Alex Jones over here with a literal army of people. Some of them will die for Alex Jones. It's not just a troll army. Now, there are people out there that have made the mistake that I made with Alex Jones a decade or more ago, longer, and assuming that his heart was really in it. Well, maybe the old Alex Jones, the one that I used to promote, the one that was influential to a certain degree, but the new Alex Jones and his mix of propaganda compared with the primary narratives on Facebook. And we look at Planet X also. We look at other disinformation. We look at parallels between the InfoWars script and the disinformation that Facebook pushed to the top of the feed. You know what they're talking about, to go back to the article, allegations of $100,000 in ads from Russia. That's not even the tip of the iceberg. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying Facebook changed their whole algorithm to make sure that certain profiles, whenever they posted as certain groups, if you or I were a member of those groups that were targeted or where those people found themselves, that we would see the fake news bots posts. Thanks to Zuckerberg and Facebook, thanks to their algorithm, this guy set it up so that we would be seeing more fake news than that from each other. To continue, I have many people that follow my content that are Facebook connections, contacts. And unless they're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and by the way, click the little red bell next to subscribe, and then say, show me all updates, and you'll be notified when there's a new video. If you didn't know this as well, YouTube changed how you're notified of the videos. You'll be notified right away if you click the bell. So the issue here is that I can post on Facebook, and unless it's an emotional rant, something like this, I can post something like this and get 50 comments or reactions. Or I can post a link to a video that may have basically this amount of content, times 100, times 200. Take a look at how many paragraphs might be in this particular video. There's also attention span issues as well. The point is, if I post my YouTube links on Facebook, they're rarely going to be seen. Some people will see them at the alexansary.tv page, and if you are on Facebook, please type in alexansary.tv and like the page at the moment that you listen to this very podcast. And then it is there, if you're on Facebook during the day, that you may see when I post a YouTube video. But that's messed up. To start a social media page, and I did back in 2008, here I am 9 years later, and I have less of a reach than I did when I started on Facebook. We're in a whole brave new world now, and the people aren't talking about it. So the guy looks scared in this picture. If only you knew what he was really up to. It's far larger than $100,000 from the Russians. It's our own intelligence agencies as well inside Facebook and perhaps others. It's a much larger program. And so these are the things that people need to be aware of. Now, let's conclude here. I see value in some of the reporting from Russia today. I also think it's strange that a lot of you conspiracy theorists, maybe not you specifically, a lot of people on the web have given them a lot of trust. Do they even know who this guy is? Probably not, because they're just looking at the story. This is Ed Schultz. Okay, so I don't know a lot about what he's saying now. I know the gatekeeping Democrat left role that he played under Bush. You're not going to see a 9/11 expose from Ed Schultz. You're going to see a left-right paradigm. Have you noticed RT has been bringing on a lot of people from the left? They really are playing both sides if you learn how to be aware of all their broadcasting and their different networks. A lot of Americans aren't. A lot of Westerners aren't. They just look at RT as like some website that's on their side. They don't know that our own society is being subverted to other nation states. And I was saying this a long time ago when the mainstream media and alternative media was not. You can go back to 2010 and see me warning people. And by 2012, I'm like, folks, why don't you see how they're using people like Alex Jones and others to co-opt the world and bring on people, of course, that Alex Jones gave their producers the thumb up on. I think that was happening early on. And at some point, there may have been a falling out or a decision that Alex Jones and RT are entities that probably shouldn't be so closely and directly allied. So there may have been a strategic decision to go, okay, that's a little too close for comfort. People are going to start suspecting more. So, people weren't really calling that out about Alex Jones going on RT. It wasn't until Trump, it wasn't until Obama was out of office. So you have a lot of people out there that are acting like they're investigators now, concerned about collusion. What about the concern during Obama? Without a doubt, Obama and Putin likely have very close links that you and I do not see, but I certainly could tell that those appearances, that perception of Obama and Putin about to throw down, right? In those 2016 pictures, 2015 pictures, absolutely staged emotions. You'd have to be challenged and very much influenced by disinformation to believe that those were genuine street fighting um, facial responses on Putin and Obama. When we look at those two, look at each other, and it looks like it's some sort of a WWE type of stare down. Reality is far different. So RT is there to hold up. Of course, they're going to have Trump critics during some programs and hours, but they're also going to go with general headlines, deep state moves to Facebook adverts to keep Russian blame game alive. But see, they're not going to talk about the disinformation demonizing human beings on Facebook. They're making the argument in the psyops about the election. That's not what the discussion is about. It's about demonizing human beings and marking them for genocide and a U.S. Russia pact to continue to destabilize Syria and murder civilians by design. That's what they're doing. That's what this is about. That's why there's Facebook disinformation. This is circus talk. This is circus babble. So is this. They're dancing around a conversation of $100,000 in Russian ads to influence the election. They're not talking about this guy changing the algorithm to make sure that most of what you see is fake and most of the truthful alternative content is going to be buried. That's the conversation. And I'm going to be one of the few in the independent media to bring this up.